Hello everyone, welcome back to Mohana Astrology. This is Rajshri here, and today I'm going to discuss about Venus's transit in Pisces, and along with that, the results of solar eclipse as well in Pisces. Now, these two highly impactful events are happening in the sign of Pisces, and in order to understand Venus's transit results, we also need to understand how the solar eclipse is impacting this. So both are extremely powerful energies and at the same time highly karmic as well. You can take this transit and the results as your guidance for April 2024 as well. Now, Venus is entering his exaltation sign Pisces on 31st of March 2024. Venus will remain there till 25th of April. In Pisces, Venus will meet Rahu. Rahu and Venus share friendly relationship. Sun will also be there till 13th of April. In the Navamsha, Venus will be with Ketu in Cancer at the beginning of this transit. So Rahu-Ketu association exists both ways. And this indicates that this transit of Venus has some karmic inclinations. Let's now figure out how this Venus will react in Pisces. Venus normally is super happy there because Pisces is the exaltation sign and Venus gives good results in the natural 12th house. And in Pisces, Venus is calm, sacrificing, creative, and spiritual, selfless energy is felt. It is not the materialistic Venus of Virgo. And Venus here brings a tendency to escape from the realities of life too. Whenever Venus passes through the 12th house, it brings financial gains, it makes us indulge in luxuries of life and also in sensual pleasure. And let's note that Rahu is also sitting there this time. Rahu here supports some of the agenda of Venus, not in Pisces, but in the 12th house Venus, like gain of money, a knack for materialistic comforts, high indulgence, high expenses on lifestyle matters, travel, foreign travel, to name a few. However, Rahu also afflicts Venus here. So the softer side of Venus, like the compassion, selflessness, and higher vibration of love, empathy, and relationships can take a beating during this transit. Some out-of-the-box creativity, art, music composition, dance can be seen during this phase. For many of this phase can bring an overseas travel or a foreign relocation too. However, there will be a lot of confusion as well because of Rahu. Sun will also be there till 13th, that is 13th of April. Venus and Sun are not friendly planets, but the good part is Venus and Sun are maintaining a respectable distance during this whole transit, and they are not meeting each other. So Venus is not getting combust in Pisces. Venus is not getting retrograde as well. However, with two malefics, expect large amount of expenses during this transit. Rahu is involved as well. So take extra care of theft or loss of money, particularly online, because of deception. Let's now dig deeper, and for that we need to remember some important dates during this transit. Number 1, 6th April to 8th of April, Venus will get debilitated in the Navamsha, and this will reduce the positive results and will increase materialistic clinginess. Now, on second point, on 8th of April, a total solar eclipse will take place in Pisces. And Venus by default gets directly impacted by the eclipse. This again hampers the positive results of Venus and also weighs heavily on the relationship matters. high expenses can be a cause of worry too. Thirdly, between 8th and 13th April, Venus will have to deal with several planets in Pisces. Rahu, Sun, Moon, retrograde Mercury, and each of them will alter the results of Venus. On 9th April, retrograde and combust Mercury will come back to Pisces. Since Venus will be there, it is good for Mercury, but it drains Venus's positive energy and will reduce the good results as well. Point number 4, 17th April. Venus and Rahu are in exact conjunction at 20 degrees of Pisces. A day to be careful of deception related to money and relationship. Number 5. Venus will cross turbulent Pisces Gandanta on 24th and 25th of April. On 25th, Mercury will also be there in Gandanta. Now this again is a highly volatile, unstable energy that can impact finances, trade and relationships big time. Venus participating in the eclipse and crossing Pisces Gandanta also indicates some kind of ending and a new beginning in the matters of the houses or bhava where Pisces is falling in your own birth chart. Point number 6 and the last point. During this entire transit, Venus will be hemmed between malefics, that is in Papkartari. So this shows that Venus wants to do good for you, being exalted, but the circumstances will not let it manifest for you. So now you can understand that for Venus, it is not a happy ride in the exalted sign of Pisces. It is rather a very complex journey. Being exalted, Venus has all the intention to bring good things in your life. But since he will also be massively afflicted, things can go haywire. More than money, it's the relationship, marriage, and the softer part of the daily life that will get afflicted during this transit. Lack of compassion, lack of empathy will be seen among people. However, Venus is the second most benefic planet, let's not forget that, and will be exalted. So even through all adversities, Venus will shine bright and will bring some positive results for each of us. Let's now discuss how your moon sign and ascendant will be impacted during this transit. Note that here the results of Venus's exaltation and Sun's eclipse both are included. Aries, you will intermittently enjoy a time of creativity and financial gains. Foreign travel can be there. However, your finances, savings need utmost care. Large amount of expenses are forcing for you. Remain extra careful of online loss of money. Relationship with your spouse can go through a rough patch. Spouse's health can also cause worry. Check out the dates in the analysis part. Remain extra careful on those dates. For Taurus, Venus is coming to your 11th house. This will be a phase of all kinds of materialistic gains for you. Your ambition, your wishes will get fulfilled. Even the eclipse there indicates the same. It's the regeneration energy, renewal energy. A new source of income can open up for you. If you deal with shares or in speculative investments, gains will be there too. Elevation in your work and in your social status are also forcing. However, your health will need care. Mother's health will also need care. I have discussed certain dates in the analysis part, and those dates will be more significant for you. Gemini. Gemini will experience a deep change, a shake-up in the professional front. This will also be a time for a new job. Possibility of a job with some kind of foreign connection is quite strong. The solar eclipse further strengthens this possibility. Try to be in the good books of your female colleagues and female boss as well. And avoid all kinds of controversies with them. It would also be best not to take loans during this time. Some amount of mental anxiety can bother you, and keep peace with your spouse if you're married. I have discussed certain dates in the analysis part, and those dates you need to take a note of. Now, coming to Cancer. For Cancer people, long distance travel is foreseen during this phase. There may be a religious ceremony at home. A religious travel can also happen. Your luck shines. Solar eclipse also indicates some sort of completion in your ninth house matters. It can be a completion of higher studies and a new beginning thereafter. Father's health will need care. Take care of your savings. This is not the time for investments in speculative schemes. And there are certain dates that I have discussed in the analysis part. Check those dates, those will be quite impactful for you. For Leo moon and Leo ascendants, all the events and complexities are happening in the 8th house. It is a good transit for Venus for you, but Rahu's presence there changes the results greatly. Now, Venus's transit will be good for property matters though. Money will come in, and if you are married, you need to remain a little careful that you do not indulge in any relationship outside your marriage. The solar eclipse there also indicates a revelation of some kind of unpleasant secret, which can damage your image. Be transparent in tax matters. I have discussed certain dates in the analysis part. Those dates will be more significant for you. For Virgo people, Venus will come to your 7th house and the solar eclipse is also happening there. Your married life, your spouse's health, your relation with your business partners will need a lot of care. It will be best not to rock the boat. Take care of your health too. Be more careful if you have any ailments related to the internal organs below the navel. Check out the dates in the analysis part. Those dates will be quite impactful for you, and take a note of those dates. For Libra moon signs and ascendants, this phase can bring a change in job and also some challenges in the relationship. Try to avoid a road trip by car if possible. Your health issues can bother you, but you will also recover well too. It will be a good time to pay off some of your debts if you have any. The solar eclipse in your 6th house is indicating coming out of health issues, closure of loans, and end of a rivalry. I have discussed certain dates in the analysis part. Check out those, and those dates will be quite significant for you. For Scorpio signs, this is a highly creative phase. Some of you can come up with never seen before or never heard before artwork or creative performance. A new love interest, particularly from a different community or country, can come in your life. However, the solar eclipse is also taking place there. So take all decisions carefully. Sudden money can come intermittently, but this is not the time to get into speculations. Children's health can cause worry if you have children. And take care of the dates that I have mentioned in the analysis part, and make a note of it because those dates are a little turbulent. For Sagittarius people, property matters will come to the focus, and gain from property and vehicles can be there, but through some disputes as well. You may buy a property or a car as well. There can be renovation at home. A family gathering is also possible. You would like to enjoy all comforts of life, but at certain times, some disturbances can pop up. Your mental peace or your domestic peace can get disturbed. Mother's health will need care too. Check out the dates in the analysis part, and these dates will be more significant for you. Next comes Capricorn. This transit of Venus and the solar eclipse both indicate prosperity, growth, and rise in status for Capricorn people. Travel will be there. Your friends or siblings can help you in some way. To get the best benefit of this transit, avoid the dates I mentioned in the analysis part of this video. Otherwise, you are good financially. A marriage proposal can come your way uh, if it applies to you. The solar eclipse indicates closure of a project or a venture, but a new one will also begin. Try to keep good relationship with your siblings. Next is Aquarius. Financially, this is a good phase. A property deal or a sale of a vehicle can bring money to you. You may buy new clothes, ornaments, or other assets. Family atmosphere will be quite cheerful. Check out the dates that I've mentioned in the analysis part of this video and remain a bit careful on those dates so that any discord in the family does not impact the overall peace and the prosperity. You need to remain careful with your savings and assets as well. Lastly, Pisces. Venus is getting exalted in your sign, and this is a highly transformative period for you and a positive transformation. Your efforts in your work will pay off, your creative and artistic abilities will flourish. You can get married if your chart also indicates marriage for you during this time. One word of caution: if you have not been keeping well of late, take extra care of your health during this phase. Sudden event can disturb your well-being and your health as well. The solar eclipse in your sign also indicates the same. Check the dates mentioned in the analysis part of this video and remain a bit cautious on those dates. So this is what I had to discuss about the Venus's transit in Pisces and also about the solar eclipse that's happening in Pisces. These two energies are intermingling, so it's very important to take note of both. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you feel that I'm adding some value to understand how you can navigate through April and also through these transits, do subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share with others as well. Thank you so much. May God bless you.